person cannot enter a city, the problem is not the person, but the city itself. Accessibility has never been just about letting people enter. It's about whether a space allows everyone to stay, to speak, and to be seen. This station is located in South London and is called Queen's Road Peckham. It was built in the 19th century and was originally an important transport link between the north and south of the city. Today, it feels more like a part of everyday community life, caught between the past and the present, somewhat overlooked, but full of potential. Walking along the row of railway arches, the area initially feels quite lively. Several of the arches near the roadside have been converted into shops, attracting a steady flow of customers. The nearby station entrance also sees frequent comings and goings of passengers. Occasionally, passers-by walk through, but most simply pass by without stopping. As I walk further in, the atmosphere begins to shift quietly. The lively storefronts gradually give way to closed-up arches. While a few car washes remain open, most of the spaces are long abandoned, with locked metal doors and no sign of life. Along the roadside, there are hardly any pedestrians. Instead, you see rows of garbage bins, scattered debris, and graffiti covering the walls. The entire environment feels messy and rundown. What's more, pedestrians and vehicles share the same narrow path, creating significant safety concerns. The deeper I went, the more I felt a sense of being on the edge of the city, an area overlooked and forgotten. Almost unconsciously, I picked up my pace, just wanting to get out of that space as quickly as possible. That's when I started to ask myself, how could this area be used more meaningfully? How could this space be reactivated? I walked into the station, where access to the platform depends on a single elevator and a staircase. I realized that when the elevator is under maintenance, everyone has to rely solely on the stairs, a situation that is clearly unfriendly to those with limited mobility. The platform itself feels quite bare, with only a few enclosed glass rooms offering seating. Most people waiting for the train are left standing. That's when I began to wonder, what if an alternative accessible route were added from outside the station? What if more resting spots were provided on the platform? Could these small changes bring greater comfort and dignity to more people? This thought became the starting point of my design intervention. Seating options in the square are very limited, and the greenery is sparsely distributed. The only available stone blocks for sitting are fully exposed to the sun, offering no shade or comfort. During the day, few people choose to stay here for long, as the space lacks both appeal and a sense of playfulness. At night, however, the plaza transforms into a completely different scene. A group of young people gather spontaneously to skateboard on the open ground. Even without any supporting facilities, they enjoy themselves fully. Their presence brings new energy to an otherwise plain and empty space, reactivating it with a sense of vitality. That's when I began to wonder, could thoughtful design make this space enjoyable for a wider range of users at different times of the day? In the later stages of my design, this food market under the railway arches had a strong influence on me. I was particularly drawn to the colorful flags suspended high above. Visually distinctive, they not only added character, but also cast playful patterns of light and shadow under the sun, while offering partial shade. Inspired by this, I incorporated a fabric canopy into my own design. By intentionally leaving small gaps between the fabric panels, the structure allows natural light to filter through while still providing shelter, creating a light, dynamic, and ever-changing spatial atmosphere. Visiting Sir John Soane's Museum in London offered valuable insight into the use of color, light, and materials. The deep-toned wall finishes along the staircase added a sense of classical elegance, while the warm-toned glass filtered in soft natural light, creating an atmosphere that felt calm, almost sacred. This has inspired the next phase of my project, to explore and define my own material design language.